What's up everybody, I'm Zach, I'm just a simple chef, and today we're going to learn how to make kimchi. And we're going to do Nappa Cabbage, we're going to do Daikon, and we're going to do cucumber. Just super simple, super easy. If you love kimchi and all different kinds of it, this is going to be a great opportunity to test your skills at home. Alright, so first things first, we're going to mise everything out, and right away we're going to salt the cabbage. The salt's going to help pull out all the moisture from the cabbage and help it ferment.
Alright, so we're going to cut our Nappa cabbage in half, and then we're going to cut it into quarters and leave some space to keep the stem on. Just like that, because then when we cut it the other way, all we have to do is discard the end piece and we don't have to worry about it. So now we're going to put it in our bowl, and we're going to wash our sink thoroughly with soap and hot water. Get it all nice and clean. And even the drain stop, we want to make sure that's clean. And we're going to put the kimchi in our sink. And we're going to get some Korean rock salt. And we're going to crush the rock salt all over the cabbage, and it's gonna look like a lot, but we really want it to pull out all the moisture from the cabbage, and we're gonna work it in there. I probably used about a whole cup for that Nappa cabbage, and we just want to kind of cover it, and we're going to leave this for about an hour to 2 hours to really drain out all the liquid. And you could also use kosher salt if you don't have the rock salt. So now, while we wait for the kimchi Nappa cabbage to pull out all the water, we're going to prep all of our sides. Here, I peeled and cut a daikon. And this is how I julienne the daikon. So if your knife skills aren't that good, don't worry about symmetry or anything like that. Now we're going to do the same thing with carrots, but I'm going to show you how to do it on a mandolin also. So if you don't have good knife skills, you can go ahead and buy yourself a mandolin with a julienne setting, and you're just going to push it through the mandolin. So here, julienne, and it's on the 1 setting, and you just slide it through and try not to nick your fingers. And carrots, daikon. Now we're going to work on the green onion, and we're going to do about the same thing. Carrots, daikon. Try to keep it all the same length and style of cutting. So we're going to cut each green onion in half and in half again, so you get these little sticks. And I tried to separate the dark green from the light green because the flavor profile is a little different. So here we're prepping our cucumber for our cucumber kimchi. I love cucumber kimchi. So just a basic half moon. There we go. So here we're making our kimchi paste. We have a pear. You could use a Korean pear or an apple. It's just the fruit, and the sugar content really adds a flavor to the paste. Here is a white onion, 1 whole white onion. Put that into a blender. We're going to get that all in there. We're going to add probably like 15 cloves of garlic. Garlic is good. We're going to add a cup of shoyu, about a half a cup of water, about 2 or 3 tablespoons of fish sauce, tamari soy sauce, a 1/3 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of fermented red pepper paste or gochujang. This is going to add heat and flavor. So we're going to go ahead and blend everything together. Blend it as far as we can. Taste it. And then we're going to fold in red pepper flakes. The red pepper flakes going to give it color and flavor. This bag isn't as spicy as I would have liked it to be, but make up for it with the gochujang. Here, we're squeezing out the cabbage, and we're going to thoroughly rinse this. And I mean thoroughly. You're going to rinse it, then you're going to set it aside, then you're going to rinse it again, and then you're going to rinse it again. I do little bits at a time and really squeeze it out because you want to rinse off all the salt. And as you're doing this, you want to taste it. Make sure that it's not too salty. If it is, keep rinsing it. And then you want to make sure that you dry this off really well before you start adding all the vegetables and the paste. Give it a good couple shakes. So here, we're going to add the Nappa cabbage, a couple dollops of our kimchi paste. We're going to add in our daikon, our carrots, our green onions, both the whites and the greens. And we're just going to mix everything.
I just want to say, if you like what you've seen and you enjoy my content, please hit the like button. And if you have any questions, make sure you comment below. And also, kimchi is very versatile, and I have a video on kimchi fried rice that I'll put up in the corner. You gotta check it out.
So I'm gonna add a couple more dollops because it's not that right color or consistency that I'd like it to be. It needs to be fully coated. And then I noticed that it's not tasting right, so I add a little bit more red pepper flakes. Just give it that little boost. Now we're going to can it up. And you really want to press the kimchi into the jar so that everything is covered by that liquid, as you can see here. And then we're going to clean off the tops. And we're going to cover it. And we're going to turn it all the way until it seals, and then we're going to back off. So we don't want it to blow up, and we want some of the gases to release. Here, daikon, carrots, green onions. We're going to do kosher salt with this one. Just a little bit. Each time I add, I'm going to taste. And then we're going to add our red pepper flakes and our paste. We're going to really mix it in there, give it a good taste. Good to go. Same thing, jar it up. And we really want to make sure we press it down and have it fully covered by the liquid. Here we're doing the same thing with the cucumbers. It's just cucumbers, a little bit of salt, and our kimchi paste. I kind of put a lot. This one, we're just going to put right into a container and put it right in the fridge because I eat it that day or the next day. Here we're going to save our paste because we can use this later down the road. It lasts for quite a while. Doesn't really go bad, especially in an air-sealed container. Make sure you label your kimchi, especially if you're fermenting it. And we're going to put this in our cabinet and let it ferment for 1 to 2 days.
Well, there you have it. Super easy. It just, it takes a little time. But the cucumber kimchi, I like to eat that right away. I don't like to ferment that. I don't even know if it would be good. I've never really had it. But that's one of my favorite things. So your paste, your kimchi paste that tastes so good, no, you know that everything else is going to taste good once it ferments. It's so good. It's really good. So, some of you don't even have to ferment it. If you like the taste and the texture and the flavor, just put it straight into the refrigerator and you can eat it, in 30 minutes to an hour once it cools down, or eat it right away like I'm doing. But I suggest at least setting it in a warm area for 24 hours and you'll start to see it kind of like bubbling and fermenting and getting flavor and umami. And then taste it and then put it in the fridge, and it lasts months and months and months. I don't really have to worry about it going bad. You can put this on everything, in my opinion. Rice, eggs, ramen, a side dish or whatever.